Welcome back to Fan Talk. I'm David.
And I'm Simon.
And I'm going to watch it tomorrow morning, actually, the matinee, but you've seen The Lion King. And
Yes, I have. Took the family last weekend, and we all got the popcorn, the oceans of soda in front of us, and laid out for a very thought-provoking, original, and The Lion King.
Live action.
Yes,
Live action.
They did go on location scouting, so the backgrounds, a good portion of the backgrounds are real. Those leaves maybe weren't real. Maybe.
Okay.
The movie is about half an hour longer than the original, coming in at hour 58. And extra time, I mean, it's not a whole bunch of extra scenes or anything, it's just, I think one of the things they did well is this beautiful cinematography and CGI is kind of lets some of the scenes breathe a little bit. So, you get to stare at the Serengeti or whatever, and you get the animals there for a second rather than it cutting straight to the next dialogue or next action scene. I mean, they kind of let it breathe a little bit. We had somebody with us that said it was like a National Geographic video set to the Lion King soundtrack. Yeah, there was definitely that. It did have a very National Geographic. I guess my biggest complaint right off the bat was, it's not really a complaint, just the way it is. If you're going to go that realistic with animals, you don't get cheek movements and smiles and all the facial movements that give you emotion and acting. You just don't get it because animals don't have that.
Yeah.
You get a little bit out of monkeys, I guess, but in lions, now you're going to get mouth open and closed.
Yeah.
And, they did a great job with the eyes and also with the positioning of the bodies to, impart different, I guess either, I'm going to call acting, and to give across different emotions to help out. Like, head hanging down low or, just different, this physical presence, they can do that. But there was no physical, changes in their face when they're talking, when they're mad or sad or whatever else. So that took away a little something. I'm not quite sure what, but definitely took away something.
Yeah.
Especially when you have characters like Timon, who on the original animated '94 version, when he's in the scene, he captures the scene because his face is all animated, even more so all over the place, and he just captures that the comedy and kind of controls the situation. And this one is just meerkat, hey guys, how you doing? But that's not taking anything away from the actors in this because they all did a very good job. Most of them were just reading the same lines from 25 years ago.
That's what I've heard. I've heard the big thing about this, and something I talked to you a little bit about this already was that so far all these Disney movies, a lot of them it's almost frame for frame. Now some of them are a little more different, or they have extra added scenes or extra song, but it's a lot of. I mean, I know it's a remake, so it's going to be the same, but I mean, literally, the teacup is right here and here. I mean, if you put the animated show right beside it, it's the same.
You see a lot of similarities, especially the bigger profile ones like Beauty and the Beast. And, even Aladdin has some things that are a little bit the same here and there, even though they took great pains not to be the same when it came to the genie because of Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Which I personally appreciate, and I'm sure a lot of people did. And I'm sorry I didn't actually start this off with a spoiler alert, but I didn't see the need, given the fact that this is a remake of a 25-year-old movie that was basically frame for frame that almost everyone knows, and even more so, is based upon a 400-year-old Hamlet story.
Yeah.
So if you don't know by now, I don't know what to say. So yeah, spoilers at the same time. There's not really much spoiler. The lions will do their lion stuff.
Yeah.
It was anybody that likes Lion King will enjoy it. Anybody that likes musicals will enjoy it. It's not like The Jungle Book where they just kept one or two songs. They kept the whole thing of songs. The villain song, Be Prepared, by Scar, that one was done more like instead of a full-out song, was like the Nazi saluting by the hyenas like it was in the cartoon. This is more of in the dramatic reading of the poetry rather than actual singing it. So that was changed quite a bit, but it matched the moment. And there's only so much you can do in a live-action, photorealistic way of looking at this. Not that they actually train the lions to do all this, obviously.
Yeah.
There's only, doing this much realism, there's only so much you can push them to keep that realism. And you got animals singing and dancing.
Still have them singing and dancing.
Yeah, there's only so far you can before you just break it right off. But I was impressed with most of it. Some of the updates were good. All the actors they chose did a great job. Beyonce was, she can sing. Go figure.
Shock.
And Seth Rogen as Pumbaa was great. It was enjoyable. My kids liked it. I say though that there is probably an age cutoff for this one versus the older Lion King, and that some people might be sensitive, and kids especially might be very sensitive to seeing animal farm. And in the cartoon one from years ago, they have that, but most kids, I think, of a certain age can handle that. Seeing the animals look realistic, I think, intensifies that experience, and so you might need to reconsider if you have much younger kids going through seeing very realistic animals being harmed. Just put that kind of thought out there for any parents.
Well, I mean, it's like tomorrow I'm taking my children. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, so it's like, is it going to traumatize my 3-year-old?
You might just want to distract them at some points,
Okay.
but you'll see.
Fair enough.
You see this one's coming up.
Yeah. It's not like I haven't seen it.
You might know what's coming up.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it, and I think anybody that's enjoyed movies should go and see it.
Right.
There, another criticism was the last fight scene in the movie, Scar versus Simba. It was a great scene, but at nighttime with flames around, there was a minute there where I couldn't tell which one is which, and a lion gets flung off the cliff, and I'm like, there should be Scar. It should be okay. Thank God it's Scar. I just couldn't tell. It's not like they need name tags.
Yeah.
There's some additional scenes in the middle with Scar and Serafina, the mother, and Nala. Whenever Simba's away, in exile, so to speak, that they didn't have in the original, which has some more kind of background story to those two characters, makes Scar a little bit more sinister, and also really kind of hammers in that Hamlet connection a bit more because the uncle is trying to get the queen to marry him, which is definitely Hamlet through and through. Mm-hmm. So those kind of scenes are nice additions. And that, James Earl Jones being back was just a great touch. I don't think they could have pulled this off as well without him. Mm-hmm. Kind of another scene is whenever he appears in the clouds to Simba. In the animated one, you can actually see the form of Mustafa. Mm-hmm. This one, once again, going realistic, you can't quite do that and have it not break that magic of it. So this time it was a storm in the clouds, but every once in a while the lightning eliminated the clouds in such a way that you're like, is that a lion? Wait, can I see something? So they kept the mysticism there just enough for that. Excuse me. Overall, I liked it. The hyenas were a little bit less comedic and a bit more sinister. They kind of played up the game on the backstory a little bit better, especially the lead hyena. It came across as a real menace and it seemed like she had a real backstory with the lions, which kind of added a whole other layer to everything. Those are kind of some of the main changes to the movie. And I think, it made a lot of money this weekend. It's a project to do like 150 give or take, and it ended up making 185 domestic million. So there's no disappointment on that. It's going to, I think, draw out pretty well for the rest of the summer.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm going to take the kids to see it tomorrow morning for the matinee, and then I'm going to catch something else later in the afternoon. So, but anyways.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.